Now. So Tess, what do you think the holiday health message should be?
Well, it is a time that you're going to be with your family. So, it's a time where you get triggered by emotional pain bodies, as Eckhart Tolle. Or and I listen to him all day long. If I'm cleaning or something, I put on The Power of Now. I've already done the book. I read it before a long time ago, but I read it again. So now things are clicking a little bit better. So I've designed a thing to make me understand things a little bit better, but to keep me in the present moment and to be using my conscious mind at all times. So these are little things that I do. If a thing that arises, and this is one of his things, you have three things that you could do. You could either change it, you can either remove it, or you just accept it how it is. So I like to be reminded that those are the three things that I can do. But the beautiful thing about it is, if I'm in the now, if I'm thinking right now, there's nothing that I need to do. If I'm in the now, everything is okay. I mean, if I think future, I can have anxiety and all that over all of this nonsense. Or if I think the past, it's the reason why it is like that. So it made me realize to try to hook up and be present a little bit more when I'm working, when I'm walking around.
And just be mindful of the present at all times, because that's
hard.
really all you have control over.
But it's hard,
It's very hard. You get obsessed with things that aren't resolved in your mind. You have to. You say you accept it, but don't you find sometimes you keep thinking about it, it just replays.
I was reading The Tethered Soul, and that made me realize that I'm not my mind. I don't have identity with the mind, and that's the whole thing about Eckhart Tolle teaches. You are not your mind, so you do not identify with those things.
Like your spirit is separate.
The soul was the same thing, saying, step back. You are the listener. You are the observer of the mind. So it was like a click, click, click,
Yeah.
I've also read 4 Agreements. So
Which
I started
is
doing
noteworthy.
that. There's 4 of them. One of them is be impeccable with your word. The other thing is don't take anything personally.
And that's really hard.
Because
I take everything hyper personally.
A lot of people do.
And I'm sure people don't put that much thought into it.
And the other one is always do your best. And if you can always do your best, these things are a little bit more easier to do. But always do your best. And the other one is don't assume anything.
And those are all really, really important principles of just being alive and being sane. Thank you, Tess. Happy holidays.